Welcome back to class, focused learners. Today we're going to unlock literally one of the most powerful tools you have as a reader. And believe it or not, it's not a dictionary and it's not some thick study guide. It's actually your own life. When we read for meaning, making connections totally changes the game. So let's get into it. Real quick, here's our roadmap for today's lesson. 1. The power of your story. 2. Why connections matter. 3. Building your bridge. 4. Real examples in action. 5. Your turn to connect. And 6. The godly learner. We're going to start with the deeper purpose behind sharing our stories and finish right up by applying that directly to your own assignment today.
The power of your story.
We're starting with the foundation of why your unique perspective is just so incredibly valuable in our classroom. You see, when you pick up a book or a poem, you aren't just this empty bucket waiting to be filled with facts, right? You bring your entire life with you. And I absolutely love starting with Psalm 107 verse 2a. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. It reminds us of something vital. God gave you a specific, beautiful story for a reason, and He actually commands you to share it. Your experiences, your joys, your struggles, none of those are accidents. They're tools God has given you to understand His world and the people in it. So the core academic skill we're learning today is the concept of a personal connection. Writing a short response about a personal connection is really just taking what you've lived, your memories, your emotions, and using them as a lens to better understand what you're reading. It literally brings the words right off the page and into reality.
Section 2. Why connections matter.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why do we actually need to write these connections down? Why can't I just think about it for a second and then flip to the next chapter? Well, there are 3 really good reasons. First, writing turns a vague, fuzzy thought floating around in your head into a clear, shareable idea. It forces you to be precise. Second, writing out your personal connection actually levels up your reading and your writing skills at the exact same time. And third, it's a gift to your classmates. When you share your connection, you're making your own perspective a part of our collective learning. You're helping everyone else see the text in a brand new way.
And this ties perfectly into our biblical morality. God designed our minds to connect the dots between His Word, the world around us, and each other. That means reading thoughtfully and making these connections with humility and honesty is actually a way to appreciate truth and share wisdom. You aren't just reading for a grade here, you're reading to grow and to build up those around you.
Section 3. Building your bridge.
Okay, let's talk mechanics. How do you actually write this response and build that bridge between a text and your life? Well, this 3-step process is your exact blueprint. Step 1, choose a moment from the text. Find a spark, something that catches your eye. Step 2, describe your personal experience. Just briefly tell us your story. And step 3, link back to the text's meaning. Explain exactly how your story illuminates what the author is saying or why a character made a certain choice.
Now, pay close attention to this contrast because it's super important. You might be tempted to just write something generic, right? Like, oh, I know how that feels. Guys, general statements like that are, well, they're kind of lazy. They don't help us understand the text, and they don't help us understand you. Instead, you absolutely must give details. Use sharp, specific details from your actual life. Those specific details are exactly what make the connection clear, deeply personal, and academically strong.
Section 4. Real examples in action.
To really lock this idea in, let's look at 3 specific ways you can build this bridge using examples from students just like you. The first way is through a shared experience. Imagine we're reading a memoir about an author learning a new language. If you've ever, say, fumbled your words while trying to learn Spanish, bringing that specific memory into your response makes the author's struggles and their triumphs feel entirely authentic and real to you.
The second way is through a related challenge. Let's say we're reading a novel about someone trying out for a sports team. Even if it's not the exact same sport, using your memory of a related challenge, like maybe the disappointment of not making the basketball team last year, that helps you truly grasp the courage that fictional character needs to get back up and try out again.
And this brings us to our third method, which is brilliantly subtle, an emotional parallel. Let's say we read a poem about missing someone who's far away. Seeing empty chairs in your own home after your cousin moves away to another state, that helps you feel the true weight of the poet's imagery. The situation isn't identical, but the emotion, it's an exact match.
Section 5. Your turn to connect. You've seen the mechanics, we've gone through the examples, so now it is your turn to become the author and put this into practice. Here's your exact assignment. Step 1. Pick your absolute strongest connection from our reading. Step 2. Draft a crisp 5 to 6 sentence paragraph.
Step 3, make sure you include specific details from both your life and the text. Step 4, explain clearly how it deepens your understanding of the story. And Step 5, share it with a partner to get some feedback.
Section 6. The Godly Learner.
Before you go off and start writing, we really need to frame this entire lesson within the core philosophy of what it means to be a student here at HeroesMart Academy. Take a look at Romans chapter 8, verses 6 through 7. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. Keeping your mind spiritually grounded is what brings true life and peace. And guys, that goes far, far beyond just getting a good grade on an 8th grade writing assignment.
This right here is the heart of the HeroesMart Academy philosophy. We intertwine biblical morality with your education, because honestly, education without morality can hurt. Pure intelligence or academic capability without godly wisdom, that can actually be harmful. We don't just want to make you more capable. Knowledge and intelligence should help you make wise, God-honoring choices. We absolutely want you to pursue academic excellence, for sure, but we want you doing it while keeping your mind centered on God, on truth, and on righteous choices.
So, as you tackle your writing assignment today, I want you to seriously ask yourself, how will you use this academic skill and your unique God-given story to honor God and build up others today? Your story matters so much. Make those connections, honor God with your work, and let's see what you create. Have a great time writing, and I'll see you next time.